The Ekiti State Governor Ayodele Fayose is challenging candidates of the N-Power scheme that whoever stands out will be employed by the state government. He made the promise while interacting with over 7,000 candidates of the program in the state. During the interaction, Mr. Fayose promised to foot the medical bill of a child of one of the candidates who has a hole in the heart, and also promised to give a scholarship to another.
There are things we saw here on the spot and needs immediate attention. This lady has a 2-1. She was given scholarship, promised scholarship by one of the past administrations, which I don't want to mention names, which was not fulfilled. But today, my government will send her for her master's. She has represented in Ekiti in so many competitions, and she came first. She's a student of Christ School, the former student of Christ School at Ekiti. It's heartwarming, we are happy. So she wants to develop her potential. So we are going to support her, help her. The government will be responsible for her masters, and when she comes back, we will employ her.
I've made some attempts. I've tried to apply for some scholarships abroad last year. I was shortlisted for the interview, but later on I was disqualified. And this is what I've been striving to do. And meeting favor today is one thing I'm really grateful to God for.
Let's take a look at some sports news now. Here's Ayotunde Balogun.
Many thanks to John. It's off to the camp of the Super Eagles, where the national team have settled for the city of Yezhentuki as their training base for this year's FIFA World Cup taking place in Russia. Yezhentuki is a city in Stavropol Krai of Russia, located at the base of the Caucasus Mountains. The governor of the Stavropol territory, where Yezhentuki is located, Vladimir Vladimirov, said that they have accepted the proposal by officials of the Nigeria Football Federation to use the city as their training base for the FIFA World Cup. The bases have stadiums with a football field, administrative and utility rooms with changing rooms and a conference hall. In boxing, the WBA Super and IBF heavyweight champion Anthony Joshua believes it will take a superhuman effort for Joseph Parker to stop him in their unification bout on March the 31st in Cardiff. After 20 straight victories, all by knockout, Joshua expects to take another step towards becoming the undisputed world champion by claiming Parker's WBO belt. Meanwhile, Joshua's opponent Joseph Parker is confident of scoring a knockout win against his British rival. The unbeaten New Zealander believes he has the tools to rip away Joshua's 2 world titles. In tennis, Roger Federer says he is hoping for another good year on the ATP Tour after starting his Australian Open title defense in scintillating fashion. Federer put down an early marker with a 6-3, 6-4, 6-3 win over Aljaz Bedin in 1 hour and 40 minutes and will next face Germany's Jan-Lennart Struff in round 2.
I'm hoping for it to go well again. I'm just not sure if it can go this well. This last year was just so good that I'm just worried, and I kind of know it won't be because I'm a year older. Guys are coming back again. Rafa seems in tip-top shape. I can't control it all, and last year was a fairy tale. So.
Well, that's a wrap on Sports News. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. The news at 10 continues shortly.
Thanks a lot, Ayo. U.S. President Donald Trump's former chief strategist Steve Bannon will now have to reveal what he knows about possible collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia to a grand jury. Special counsel Robert Mueller has formally served Bannon the grand jury subpoena. Bannon joined the Trump campaign as its chairman in August 2016 and then served as the Trump White House top strategist for 1 year. He'd be in a good position to know if the Trump campaign worked with Russia to sway the 2016 presidential election. But it's unclear just how much he might know about other major issues Mueller is looking into, including Trump's firing of former FBI Director James Comey. A couple in California have been arrested after police found their 13 children allegedly held captive at home and some shackled to their beds with chains and padlocks. 57-year-old David Allen Turpin and 49-year-old Louise Turpin were held on charges of torture and child endangerment. The couple's children, aged 2 to 29, lived 59 miles southeast of Los Angeles.
Neighbors near a house where 13 malnourished siblings were rescued by California police on Monday say they are shocked by the details of the alleged abuse that took place in the home. Some of the 13 siblings, all of whom ranged in age from 2 to 29, had been found chained to beds.
We just heard on Facebook and on the news that this family hold their children captive in their house and chain some of their kids to the beds and things. So it's just been really shocking knowing that they have like 12 kids locked in their house.
Reports say the police were alerted by one of the victims, a 17-year-old girl. The girl, who looked like a 10-year-old and slightly emaciated, managed to escape and called the emergency number using a mobile phone found inside the house.
They didn't speak. They kept to themselves. They were, like I said, the kids were invisible. And the only time I saw the kids, besides the Christmas incident, the kids were just coming out of the car, going into the house. That was it. So it was I never saw the kids by themselves. The parents were close around. But I believe that even though I thought they were kids because they physically looked like preteens, I don't believe they were. I think these were the 20-year-olds.
The children's parents, 57-year-old David Allen Turpin and 49-year-old Louise Anna Turpin, were arrested and each charged with 9 counts of torture and 10 counts of child endangerment. Police say they were ordered to be held on $9 million bail. The couple is next due in court on Thursday. A
very shocking story there indeed. And the main news again. The Senate today gave the Inspector General of Police a 14-day ultimatum to arrest the perpetrators of the New Year Day killings in Benue State. And the U.S. grand jury today summoned President Donald Trump's former chief strategist Steve Bannon to testify before a grand jury on collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. Well, that's the news at 10 tonight. Thanks so much for staying with us. I'm Ijoma Hunyato. Do have a good night.